Welcome back to Pages with Sidra. Today, you do not want to miss this one. In this video, we are covering the final chapter 210 of The Greatest Estate Developer. And trust me, this chapter is packed with surprises, twists, and moments you will never see coming. So make sure you watch the full video all the way through. Don't leave it halfway, because the ending is a game changer that ties everything together in a way you won't forget. Now, let's dive right into the epic finale of The Greatest Estate Developer. Chapter 210 of The Greatest Estate Developer begins with a solemn and heavy scene. We open on the people of Frontera, all gathered together in one solemn place. Each person holds a glowing lamp, and at the front of the procession, we see Count Arcos, leading them forward. Then, the deep, formal voice of the priest echoes out. He declares, as established by the sacred laws of the great Magentano kingdom, anyone who enters the king's bed, regardless of reason, shall be ordered to be betrothed to the king. In accordance with the will of the great ancestors of Magentano, we now call upon King Alicia Tamina Magentano. The scene shifts, and we see King Alicia herself. She stands gracefully, dressed in a stunning bridal gown. Her expression is calm, but beneath that calmness lies a quiet sorrow. Not because of the tradition itself, but because Lloyd is absent. He is far away in another world, and not by her side in this most important moment. The priest continues the ritual, turning to her. Your Majesty, do you accept Lloyd Frontera as your kingdom consort? After a brief silence, Alicia answers firmly. I gladly accept the command of the great ancestors and the law. The priest then pauses, scanning his sacred book, before proceeding with the next vow. The eldest son of the Frontera family, Lloyd Frontera, will you take King Alicia Tamina Magentano as your wife and accept being declared kingdom consort? But of course, Lloyd is not present. Instead, in his place, at the spot where the groom should stand, is none other than Lloyd's shovel, decorated with flowers and bound with ropes like a symbolic stand-in. We then see the faces of Lloyd's parents among the crowd. They listen quietly, their expressions heavy with sadness, because their son is not here on this day. Not far away, Byron and Georg also watch the ceremony unfold in silence. Around them, elves and many others stand with somber faces. We see Julian, Lloyd's younger brother, alongside his wife, both present and witnessing this moment. Even Bibiog, the mighty beast, is there. His usually fierce eyes are filled with tears as he sits sorrowfully. And finally, we see Demon Queen Artanis and other demons, also gathered among the witnesses, their presence adding to the gravity of the scene. The priest slowly closes his book. With a solemn voice, he declares, until the answer from the one chosen as consort is returned, can King Alicia wait? Alicia listens quietly, but without hesitation, she raises her head and looks straight toward the shovel, Lloyd's symbol, and speaks with firm resolve. I swear, I will wait forever. The priest nods, continuing the ritual. Then the betrothal procedures will resume again, 1 year from this day. With that, Alicia steps down from the stage. She walks gracefully, her steps echoing in the silence. As she passes Count Arcos, Lloyd's father, she smiles softly and says, Count of Frontera, I will hurry back. Please enjoy the rest of the festival. Arcos bows his head deeply, replying, his voice filled with emotion. Your Majesty, could you stay with us a little longer? Around them, everyone present kneels in respect to their queen. But Alicia only keeps walking, her tone formal, though her heart feels heavy. It makes even the audience uncomfortable to see her so restrained. The Count apologizes humbly. I apologize, Your Majesty. Alicia pauses for a moment, turning her gaze to the right. Her eyes fall once more on the shovel that symbolizes Lloyd. Her head lowers slightly, sadness clear in her expression. Then, she addresses the Count and everyone gathered. I am satisfied, just seeing you all living strongly. At next year's festival too, as always. But before she can finish, a voice suddenly interrupts. This festival will be the last one this year, Your Majesty. The words freeze the entire hall. Alicia goes silent, slowly turning to her left. The Count too looks in the same direction. And then, they see them. Javier and Suho Kim, the one everyone once knew as Lloyd. The hall erupts in murmurs as the two appear. Javier walks proudly, while Suho is dressed in his simple, familiar clothes. the same ones he wore when he lived as Lloyd. The audience stares in shock. Among them, Lady Siluria Namarin sees Javier and breaks down into tears, covering her mouth with both hands, unable to hide her emotions. Javier and Suho continue walking, step by step, until they stand before Alicia. Suho, however, looks hesitant, his eyes downcast, almost avoiding her gaze. The Frontera family members and the people of the territory all look toward him, stunned, whispering in disbelief. Alicia, heart racing, walks towards Suho. She stops right in front of him. The two stand there silently. No words exchanged, only the weight of unspoken feelings filling the air. Suho tries to avert his eyes, embarrassed and unsure. But then, Alicia slowly lifts her right hand. She places it gently on Suho's cheek. His face turns red as he looks up, caught between hesitation and longing. With trembling fingers, Alicia brushes through his hair, fixing it gently, making him look just like he did in the old days, when he was Lloyd. Her eyes soften, while Suho's face flushes with deep embarrassment, yet behind it, a faint warmth begins to return. Alicia keeps her hand on Suho's cheek for just a moment longer, then slowly pulls it back. Her face turns serious again, calm but filled with emotion. Suho, however, still can't bring himself to meet her eyes. He looks to the side, embarrassed, unsure what to say. Then Alicia's voice cuts through the silence, strong and filled with longing. The man who made me fall in love always came running whenever I wanted to see him. Suho instantly looks at her, surprised, and Alicia continues softly, just like now. At last, Suho locks eyes with her. Their gazes connect, and Alicia smiles warmly. She asks gently, with her usual sign of trust between them. Safety. This one word melts away Suho's hesitation. His expression steadies, his eyes sharpen with determination. He raises his right hand high and shouts loudly. Safety first. The crowd erupts. Bae Hyun and Greg cheer with wild excitement, overjoyed at this undeniable proof. This is Lloyd, the man they knew. The orcs, the dwarves, the humans, all the people burst out shouting, some even crying at the overwhelming emotion of the moment. Even Bibiong can't hold back tears of happiness. Fists rise into the air, voices join together, and the entire festival roars with cheers of celebration. But then, something unexpected happens. A glowing system window suddenly appears in front of Suho. The words read, "Everyone who knows you is happy that you came to this world." Suho stares in shock. More windows begin to appear one after another. Your wish has been granted. With this, the experiment run in the higher world on the possible range of interference with lower worlds and errors has successfully concluded. Suho's eyes well up with tears as he realizes who these words are from. The ones always watching, always guiding him. Then, a blue light begins to shine from his feet. Slowly, it rises upward, enveloping his entire body in a divine glow. Another system window pops up. The world has given up hostility toward the powerful being that is you. The light climbs higher, reaching his chest and neck, transforming him completely. Then another message flashes before his eyes. This world, once called Iron Blood Night, will be reset into a world with a completely new fate. Its name, Fantasy Healing Life with Civil Engineering Skills. Suho is stunned. His body completes its transformation. He is no longer Suho. He is Lloyd once again. And then, one last message appears before him. Wouldn't this adventure be fun too, son? At that moment, Lloyd's summoned beasts, revived along with him, suddenly appear. Tiny in size, like little mice, they happily run across his body, climbing his shoulders and chest. Lloyd can't help but smile. His beasts smile too, their joy clear as they jump and play all over him. Then, the ground trembles. Another beast revives, the mighty bone dragon, Yongyong. With a thunderous roar, Yongyong announces his return to the world. The scene shifts again. Bangul, one of Lloyd's summons, suddenly eats an enchanted being. Her body glows and grows larger in size, towering playfully. From the side, Bibiong comes running, tears streaming down his face. He rushes straight toward Bangul. The two meet, checking each other's faces, both overwhelmed with emotion as Bibiong continues to cry. Meanwhile, Alicia gently places both her hands on Lloyd's shoulders. Lloyd's face turns red, clearly flustered by her closeness. Without hesitation, Alicia pulls him into a tight embrace. The joy spreads across the festival. Bangul and Bibiong, reunited, even share a kiss. Alicia and Lloyd too hold each other tighter, the weight of longing and reunion overflowing. In that moment, Alicia whispers to him softly, "Earlier, your face looked so handsome, I didn't even want to do this. I like potatoes, you know." Lloyd, blushing furiously, stammers back, potatoes?" Alicia chuckles lightly, her arms still around him. "Well, more than that, it's your heart. Do you know why it's beating so fast?" Nearby, Javier watches the two with a warm smile. But then, a faint sound of crying reaches his ears. He turns to his side and sees Siluria, walking toward him, tears streaming down her face. Alicia sighs softly into Lloyd's shoulder. "Phew, never mind. I'm the fool for expecting anything." But before she can finish, Lloyd blurts out, face completely red, voice trembling but clear, "Because I love Her Majesty, the King." The words hang in the air like lightning. At the same moment, Javier and Siluria fall into each other's arms, embracing through their tears. Alicia and Lloyd finally loosen their embrace, but Alicia immediately takes both of his hands into hers. Lloyd's blush deepens even more. She smiles and says playfully, "The most important greeting remains, right?" The camera shifts. Count Arcos and Lady Marbella, Lloyd's parents, step forward. Their eyes shimmer with tears as they see their son truly standing before them. Lloyd looks back at them, his face heavy with guilt. His voice cracks as he admits, I've been deceiving you two all this time. You probably already know everything, but Before he can continue, Arcos and Marbella grab his hands tightly. With tears in their eyes, they smile and say together, "Thank you for coming back to us, our brave son." The moment breaks him. Lloyd's tears finally flow as he stares at them with trembling lips. And then, a glowing system window suddenly appears behind them, showing the true image of his real parents. Lloyd gulps, his body shaking, but he doesn't hesitate. He throws his arms around them, hugging them both tightly as he cries out, "I'm sorry. I'm late, Mother and Father." The entire hall falls into a hush, the long-awaited reunion of son and parents, at last fulfilled. Suddenly, the crowd's attention shifts as a figure rolls and flips dramatically in front of everyone, landing gracefully on the ground. It's the same person who had been acting as the priest earlier, now speaking loudly and urgently. "Lloyd Frontera, eldest son of the Frontera family, will you take King Alicia Tamina Magentano as your wife and accept becoming the kingdom consort?" Lloyd blushes deeply as his eyes meet Alicia's, feeling the weight of the moment. Alicia steps closer to him, her voice soft yet teasing. "If you refuse, it's death anyway. The law is clear. If you've slept in the king's bed, marriage is mandatory." She smiles lightly, adding, "What should I do? I have so much assigned to the consort already." Lloyd gazes at her, and at that moment, a system window appears before him, displaying, "Current RP held, 9,999,999. Seeing this, a wide grin spreads across his face. With a confident motion, he lifts Alicia gently with his left hand from behind her shoulder, tilting her slightly, as if to plant a playful, teasing kiss. Holding her tilted in his hand, Lloyd declares boldly, looking straight into her eyes, "This is Lloyd Frontera, the man who designed a legendary domain. I shall take Alicia Tamina Magentano as my wife." He raises his left hand, pointing to the sky, shouting triumphantly, "I have returned. Fire the celebratory shots." Nearby, Yong Yong, the bone dragon, begins gathering energy in his mouth, a massive blue flame forming as he prepares to unleash his dragon breath. The crowd watches in awe as the night sky is about to be lit with an extraordinary display. Meanwhile, the people of Frontera celebrate wildly, throwing fireworks, small pyrotechnics, and ceremonial cannon blasts into the sky. Laughter, cheers, and joyful cries fill the air. Even prominent figures like Valalardi Blanc can be seen crying and shouting in delight. Orcs, elves, and other attendees start playing musical instruments, adding melody to the celebration. Lloyd's parents, Arcos and Marbella, watch their son with pride and joy. Julai and his wife, Bibiong and Bangul, all join in the festivities, celebrating the moment together. Lloyd, still holding Alicia, glances to the side as she smiles at him. She gently grabs his head, and they share a passionate embrace. Meanwhile, Yong finally unleashes his dragon breath into the night sky, creating an immense, glowing blast that illuminates the darkness like a brilliant firework display. The sky cracks with light as the blue flames of Yong's breath paint the heavens. Amidst this, Alicia and Lloyd share a passionate kiss, the culmination of their long-awaited reunion. Javier watches them with a smile, and to his side, Celuria blushes, clearly moved by the sight of their love. The scene is filled with joy, celebration, and heartfelt emotions as the story of the greatest estate developer comes to a grand, satisfying conclusion. But wait. Just when you think the story is over, there's still one final surprise remaining. Far away, traveling through the vast stretches of time and space, we see the real soul of Lloyd. He drifts silently, pondering his next existence. I wonder, what will I be reincarnated as? I was a big guy. Will I be born as a bug? As Lloyd continues his journey through time and space, his thoughts turn serious. That guy who stole my body, how did he manage to become so strong? People, they must be happy that he came to this world, right? If I'm reborn, I just want the people who know me to be glad that I came into this world. His soul keeps traveling, moving ever closer to the end of this long, endless journey through time and space. Finally, Lloyd reaches the edge of time and space itself. A bright, radiant light envelopes his soul. His eyes slowly close, ready to reincarnate into a new life. Suddenly, a baby's cry pierces the air. Shadows of a woman and a man appear, their voices full of awe and love. The woman exclaims, "Honey, look." His eyes are open. "Look at those big, round eyes. He looks just like me." The man chuckles. "Nah, he looks like me, since I'm the handsome one." He gently reassures the baby. "Oh dear, is the world strange to our baby? Come here. This man is your daddy, and this lady is your mommy." Peekaboo. The couple smiles warmly, full of joy. The husband continues, "Our baby will grow up to be strong, smart, someone who will protect many people. And our baby's name is Suho Kim." In a massive, unexpected twist, everything clicks into place. Lloyd has been reincarnated. Suho Kim is none other than Lloyd himself. Their soul, their essence, their being, they are one and the same. The story comes full circle, revealing the true identity behind the boy who will grow up to live an extraordinary life. And that was Chapter 210, the grand finale of The Greatest Estate Developer. Can you believe all that just happened? From the heart-stopping ceremony, the long-awaited reunion of Lloyd and Alicia, to the moment where Suho is revealed as the true Lloyd, it was nothing short of epic. Every twist, every heartfelt scene, every tear and smile, all of it came together to give us a finale that truly lives up to the story. We saw kingdoms, ancestors, powerful summons, and even the legendary bone dragon lighting up the skies. And in the end, it wasn't just about power or status. It was about love, loyalty, and the bonds that tie people together across worlds and time. If you thought you knew how the story would end, Chapter 210 proved that anything can happen in the world of the greatest estate developer. So, take a moment to breathe, relive your favorite scenes, and soak in all the emotion and excitement of this incredible chapter. Thank you so much for watching and following this journey with us. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we've got more epic manhwa chapters and TDS narrations coming your way. Until next time, from Pages with Sidra, keep your hearts ready for adventure, your eyes on the story, and remember, the greatest estates, the greatest powers, and the greatest stories are always worth seeing to the very end.